The order and the degree of the differential equation root of dy by dx minus 4 into dy by dx minus 7x equal to 0 are. There are two derivatives in this problem. Both are equal to dy by dx. So clearly the order of this differential equation is 1. Let's now talk about degree. Observe that the first term is root of dy by dx, which says dy by dx raised to 1 upon 2. To obtain the degree, we should first make sure that none of the derivatives have either fractional powers or negative powers. So we make the following changes in the given differential equation. We keep root of dy by dx to the left hand side and we shift these two terms to the other side, which give us 4 dy by dx plus 7x. To get rid of the root sign, we now square both the sides, which will give us dy by dx as square of 4 into dy by dx plus 7x. Now observe that when you expand the right hand side, the first term is going to be 16 times square of dy by dx. And it is this term which will tell us the degree of the differential equation, which will be equal to 2, as the power of dy by dx here is 2. Hence, the correct option is D. Order 1, degree 2. Next question. The general solution of the differential equation dy by dx equal to x plus y plus 1 upon x plus y minus 1 is given by. Here we observe that the term x plus y is present in the numerator as well as the denominator of the right hand side. Hence, we pick the substitution x plus y as t. The right hand side of the differential equation then simplifies to t plus 1 upon t minus 1. Let's now talk about the left hand side. Differentiating x plus y equal to t with respect to x gives us 1 plus dy by dx as dt by dx. Therefore, dy by dx will be dt by dx minus 1, and that will now get us to the left hand side of the differential equation. dt by dx minus 1 equal to, let us shift minus 1 to the right hand side, which will lead to t plus 1 upon t minus 1 plus 1, which is equal to t plus 1 plus t minus 1 upon t minus 1, which will be 2t upon t minus 1. The left hand side is now simply dt by dx. Let's focus our attention on dt by dx and the simplified right hand side, that is 2t upon t minus 1. We shall bring 2t upon t minus 1 to the left hand side, which will give us t minus 1 upon 2t dt equal to, we will now send dx to the other side, so it will be 1 dx. Observe that this differential equation is now in the variables separable form. Let's integrate both sides with respect to t and x respectively. Therefore, 1 upon 2 being a constant, let's take it outside. Integral of t by t is 1 minus 1 upon t dt equal to, integral of 1 is x plus c. Therefore, 1 upon 2 into bracket t minus log of t equal to x plus c. Let us now replace t by x plus y. Therefore, x plus y minus log of x plus y equal to 2x plus 2 into c, which will be c dash. I brought this 2 to the right hand side. We now have to compare our general solution with that in the options. First, let us cancel the x terms on both the sides. Observe that in all four options, the log term is accompanied by the constant of integration. So let us send log of x plus y to the right hand side, which will give us log of x plus y plus c dash on one side. We still have x on the right hand side and y on the left hand side. If you compare this solution with the options, you will find that it is identical with option C. Y equal to x plus log of mod of x plus y plus c. Hence, C is the correct option. Next, the order and the degree of the differential equation d2y by dx squared equal to cube root of 1 minus dy by dx raised to 4 are respectively. Clearly, the order of this differential equation is 2, as the highest order derivative is d2y by dx squared. So, option B is not right because it says the order is 3. Let's now go to the degree. Recall that while finding the degree, none of the derivatives in the differential equation should have fractional powers or negative powers. However, in this case, the entire right hand side has the power 1 upon 3. So, before we determine the degree of this differential equation, we should take the cube of both the sides. So, we will get d2y by dx squared raised to 3 equal to 1 minus dy by dx raised to 4. If we cube the right hand side, the cube root will go. Now we have two derivatives. The degree of d2y by dx squared is 3 and the degree of dy by dx is 4. However, when we determine degree of the differential equation, we are always interested in the degree of the highest order derivative, and that is 3. So order is 2 and degree is 3, option A. The differential equation of the family of circles whose center lies on x-axis is. To solve this problem, we should first know the general equation of any circle in the xy plane. If the circle's center is at the point h, k, and if the radius of the circle is a units, then the equation of the circle is given by x minus h squared plus y minus k squared equal to a squared. According to the question, the center of the circle lies on x-axis, which means its y coordinate should be equal to 0. So the modified equation of the circle will now be x minus h squared plus y squared equal to a squared. We note that there are two arbitrary constants present in this equation, which are a squared and h. Hence, the order of the differential equation will be 2. Let's begin the process of differentiation. 2 into x minus h plus 2y dy by dx equal to 0. That eliminates a or a squared. We will eliminate h now. Differentiating both sides again with respect to x, we get 2 plus 2 into bracket dy by dx squared plus y into d2y by dx squared equal to 0. We applied the product rule while obtaining the derivative of y into dy by dx. We now cancel 2, which gives us the following differential equation: y into d2y by dx squared plus dy by dx squared plus 1 equal to 0. So all terms are positive. Let's now go back to the option. B and C are not right because they have -1. A is not right because the coefficient of d2y by dx squared is 1 and in the solution it is y. Hence the correct option is D. Y into d2y by dx squared plus dy by dx raised to 2 plus 1 equal to 0. Let's go to the next problem. The solution of the differential equation y into 1 plus log of x dx by dy minus x into log of x equal to 0 is. We shall start solving this problem by shifting the term x log x to the right hand side. So we will get y into 1 plus log of x dx by dy equal to x into log of x. Let us shift y and dy to the right hand side and let's bring x into log of x to the left hand side. Therefore 1 plus log of x upon x into log of x dx equal to dy upon y. Observe that by doing this, we have brought everything that contains x on one side and everything that contains y on the other side. So the given differential equation has now taken the variables separable form. We will now integrate both the sides. 1 upon y's integral with respect to y will be log of y plus c. Let us now focus our attention on simplifying the function 1 plus log of x upon x into log of x. First of all, let us split the numerator, which will give us two terms. The first term would be 1 upon x into log of x, and the second term would simply be 1 upon x, as log of x and log of x will get cancelled. Integral of 1 upon x will be log of x. However, to integrate 1 upon x into log of x, we should be a bit more careful. We use the integration by substitution method here. We let log of x as t, so 1 upon x dx will be dt. Hence, the first integral 1 upon x into log of x dx will take the form integral 1 upon t dt. Note that 1 upon x dx is dt and 1 upon log x is 1 upon t. RHS log of y plus c as it is. We now integrate 1 upon t with respect to t, which will be log of t. But what is t? T is log of x plus log of x equal to log of y plus c. As all terms contain log, let us write c as log of some other constant c dash. Therefore, we can say that log of x into x equal to log of y into c dash. Here we used the property of logarithms. Log of a plus log of b is log of a into b. Same thing in the left hand side. Here note that the term inside the log also contains log of x, and that is the reason when you simplify log of log x plus log of x, you will get log of x into x. Therefore, x into log of x will be equal to c dash into y, as if log of one function is equal to log of the other function, the two functions must be same. Let's now compare our solution with the options. We have got x into log of x equal to y into c, so it must be option B. To confuse you, they have given option A as x into log of x equal to y plus c. But note that when we take the log, we do not write it as y plus c dash. We must write it as y into c dash. Hence, option A is not right, it is option B. Next, the order of the differential equation whose general solution is a into e to the power x plus b into e to the power 2x plus c into e to the power 3x plus d is 1, 2, 3 or 4. This question is very straightforward. We have to recall that order of any differential equation is equal to the number of arbitrary constants in its general solution. Here we have a, b, c and d as the arbitrary constants. Hence, the order will be 4. Option D. I would like you to tell the differential equation whose general solution is the given function. That differential equation is d4y by dx raised to 4 minus 6 d3y by dx cube plus 11 d2y by dx squared minus 6 dy by dx equal to 0. This differential equation is a linear differential equation of 4th order with constant coefficients. Why am I calling it a differential equation with constant coefficients? Because if you look at the coefficients of all the derivatives, they are not functions of x, but they are constants, which are 1, minus 6, 11 and minus 6 respectively. At this stage, you do not have the theory and the applications of higher order differential equations. But if you opt for engineering after 12th, then you will study such differential equations in great detail in engineering mathematics. If m and n are order and degree of the equation, d2y by dx squared raised to 5 plus 4 into d2y by dx squared raised to 3 upon d3y by dx cube plus d3y by dx cube equal to x squared minus 1, then in this problem we have been asked to compute the order and degree of the given differential equation. Order is very easy to identify. We look for that derivative whose order is the highest, and here that is the third order derivative, so m is 3. But all the options have m as 3, which is the order, so we have to find the degree of the differential equation. To find the degree, we should first get rid of the derivative here, which is sitting in the denominator of the second term, as to find the degree, no derivative should have fractional powers or negative powers. If you multiply the entire differential equation by d3y by dx cube, this term here will acquire the form d3y by dx squared raised to 2. As we have already determined the order of the differential equation, we are now interested only in the power of d3y by dx squared, and that is 2. Hence, the degree of the differential equation n will be equal to 2. Hence, it is option B. For those who did not get this, if you multiply d2y by dx squared raised to 5 by d3y by dx cube, that is not going to change the order as well as the degree of the differential equation. Although d2y by dx squared has the power 5, by definition, degree is always the power of the highest ordered derivative, and that is 3. Hence, the degree of the differential equation is 2, option B. The integrating factor of the differential equation dy by dx into x into log of x plus y equal to 2 into log of x is given by. We have studied the term integrating factor in the context of linear differential equations, whose standard form is dy by dx plus py equal to q. The integrating factor is e to the power integral p dx. Observe that in the given differential equation, the term dy by dx is accompanied by x into log of x. Therefore, we should divide the entire equation by x into log of x, which gives us dy by dx plus 1 upon x into log of x y equal to 2 into log of x upon x into log of x. Although log of x will get cancelled on the right hand side, we are not interested in q as the integrating factor does not depend on q. P, which is the coefficient of y, is now the function 1 upon x into log of x, and therefore the integrating factor will be e to the power integral 1 upon x into log of x dx. Note that if we let log of x as t, 1 upon x dx will be dt. So by using this substitution, the integral will simply be 1 upon t dt or e to the power log of t. But we have seen that exponential function and logarithmic function are inverse of each other. Therefore, e to the power log of t will simply be t, but t is equal to log of x, and therefore the integrating factor of the given differential equation is log of x, option B. Next problem. The particular solution of the differential equation y into 1 plus log of x into dx by dy minus x into log of x equal to 0 when x equal to e, y equal to e squared is. What do we mean by particular solution? In particular solution, we do not have the arbitrary constant c. Instead of that, we make use of the information provided in the problem to find the value of c for that particular case. Anyhow, we have to first solve the differential equation to obtain the general solution. Let me first shift the term x into log of x to the other side. So the left hand side will now be y into 1 plus log of x dx by dy. Observe that bringing x into log of x to the left hand side and sending y and dy to the other side, we are getting the differential equation in the variables separable form. So let's do that. Dy upon y will go to the right hand side. X into log of x will now come to the left hand side. So the first term is going to be 1 upon x into log of x, and the second term is going to be simply 1 upon x, because we already have log of x here. It will cancel the log of x here. To solve the variable separable differential equation, we will integrate both the sides. RHS will be log of y plus some arbitrary constant c. 1 upon x's integral with respect to x will be log of x. Now we will integrate 1 upon x into log of x. The answer is log of x. For those who are familiar with the integration by substitution. Those who are not, observe that the derivative of log of x is present here as 1 upon x. So if we pick the substitution log of x as t, 1 upon x dx will be dt, and therefore this particular integrand, when integrated with respect to x, reduces to integral 1 upon t dt, which is log of t. But what is t? T is log of x, and hence this integral is log of x. Secondly, as each term contains log, instead of writing c, let us write it as log of c dash. Now we will use the properties of logarithms to get log of x into log of x equal to log of c dash into y, which will lead to x into log of x equal to c dash into y. This is the general solution of the differential equation. Let us now obtain its particular solution. By letting x as e and y as e squared, we will get e into 1 equal to c dash into e squared, which implies that c dash must be equal to 1 upon e. Therefore, x into log of x will be equal to 1 upon e into y. If we let e go to the left hand side, we will get e into x into log of x equal to y. This is the particular solution. Let us see if we have it in the options. It is option A, y equal to e into x into log of x, hence A. Let's go to the next question. If sine of x is the integrating factor of the linear differential equation dy by dx plus py equal to q, then p is. This problem is a bit different because in this case they are not asking us to find the integrating factor. It is already given that the integrating factor is sine of x. They are asking us to find p. Recall that the integrating factor of the linear differential equation is given by e to the power integral p dx. Therefore, sine of x is equal to e to the power integral p dx. Because it is known that sine of x is the integrating factor, we will now take log on both the sides. Therefore, log of sine x should be equal to integral p dx. So to get p, let us differentiate both sides with respect to x. Right hand side will simply be p, because if you integrate any function and then take its derivative, you will get back the original function. By chain rule, the derivative of the left hand side will be 1 upon sine x into derivative of the inner function cos x. Hence, p must be cot of x, that is option D. The particular solution of the differential equation x dy plus 2y dx equal to 0 when x equal to 2, y equal to 1 is. Observe that they are asking us to find the particular solution, hence none of the options contains the arbitrary constant c. Differential equation is x dy plus 2y dx equal to 0. Let me shift 2y dx to the other side. Let us now shift x there and let's bring y to the left hand side. So we will get dy by y equal to minus 2 into 1 upon x dx. This differential equation is in the variables separable form, so we can integrate both the sides, which gives us log of y as minus 2 into log of x plus arbitrary constant c. Therefore, log of y will be log of 1 upon x squared plus log of some constant c dash, as c is the arbitrary constant. Therefore, y can be considered as c dash divided by x squared. This function here is the general solution of the given differential equation. Let's now find its particular solution. When x is 2, y is 1. Therefore, 1 is equal to c dash upon 2 squared 4. which implies that c dash must be 4. Therefore, the particular solution is y equal to 4 upon x squared, or 4 equals x squared into y. That is option B.